daw kanina naka-live itong ginagawa natin.
Oo nga eh. Ayan.
Ayan.
We're live.
Are we live? Yes.
Yes,
Check.
I think
There's
we're
a
live.
delay of something around 20 seconds daw eh. Pero ayan, we're live. Miss Roch, shout out to Miss Roch Vilo. You are wanted to join us. Girl power mode daw, no? So we have to bring in another lady.
Ayan. Teka, check ko sa LinkedIn para yung live link yung isa-share ko sa community. Magandang hapon po sa lahat. Taas sa energy.
Yeah.
Ayan, magandang hapon po.
We are about to begin with Miss Eunice Punzalan. Sometimes saying no is okay. This title is pwedeng pangkanta, no? Title po ng kanta.
I don't know kung nanonood ka ng Netflix pero recently may nakita akong title ng Korean series. It's okay not to be okay. And before that, may librong ganun eh. May librong ganun in, I don't know kung familiar ka sa mga Christian books, pero it's a good book that encourage people to embrace their emotion, especially the feeling of sadness. So, ayun. Wala lang, na-share ko lang. Hi, Apollo! Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Show talaga.
Yeah, welcome to, welcome po to LinkedIn Meet Philippines. Ayan.
Ayan, may mga nanonood sa atin. Please say hi, guys. We wanted to know if you are watching from where. We wanted to know where you're watching from. Anyway, I'm from Rizal. Si Jomarc, di ko alam kung saan lupalop to ng Pilipinas nandun ngayon.
ASL. Ewan ko kung alam ni Miss Wilson. ASL. Palagay na lang po ASL. Yung ASL.
Ayan. Hi, Jen! Good afternoon. Welcome to the live. Ayan. Pinifeed ko lang yung link sa sa community ko rin. Nagdala ng mga tao galing sa Facebook.
Ayan, Miss Nels, pa-share na lang din sa Facebook. Para matindi yung nasa Facebook.
Ayan.
San Juan here. ASL, yung mga nakakalam po ng ASL
parang panahon yan ng pagte-text. Pagka may clan ka sa mga ka-textmate, message ka, ASL. Tama ba ako ng origin niyang ASL na yan?
Yan yung dati ma'am, yung uso yung mga chat-chat sa
Sa YM. Oo, tama. Hindi nga nag-YM. Nag-YM group din ako before.
Mula sa ASL na yun.
Ayan, salamat. May mga nanonood po sa atin. Magandang hapon. Kamusta po ang inyong Saturday afternoon? Kayo po ba ay naghapunan na? Salamat kasi pinili nyo kaming panoorin over Itbulaga or if you are watching it simultaneously. Sana po ay may matutunan kayo by the end. And I really hope may matutunan po kayo from this live. Ayan. Hello, Janet and Apollo. Ayan. So, ano ba? Teka lang, kunin ko lang yung mga cue cards ko.
Ayan. Sa mga kaibigan ko po na nasa mundo ng architecture, engineering, and construction, yan. Inviting you to like our page po. We have upcoming technical trainings. Absolutely free po ulit, from the heart. So we have Revit, Civil 3D, and mamayang gabi we have 3ds Max at 8 p.m. Di ba, Ms. Nels? At 8 p.m. So, tuloy-tuloy po ang ligaya natin mamayang gabi. Sa mga interesado sa animation, ayan, yun yung 3ds Max.
Galing, ayan. Hello kay Jonabel Tuyugon. Ayan, watching from our YouTube live stream, Hi.
Saan ba banda yung Rizal na yan, ma'am?
Sa San
Tuloy
Mateo.
na.
San Mateo, Rizal.
Lagpas
So,
pa ng North? SM North? Ganon?
hindi naman. Parang malapit kami sa Marikina at Commonwealth. So, Batasan Hills. Ayun. So, ayan. Hi kay Roseline. Good afternoon sa'yo. Ayan.
Sa mga hindi pa po connection si Miss Eunice, ayan, please connect with her in LinkedIn.
Oo, connect. Let's
Oo.
bring value to each other.
Ayan. Tapos, meron po tayong another special guest, our co-host. Ayan.
Ayan. Connect with
Parating
me.
na po siya. Ayan, connect.
Ang lakas talaga mag-plug dito eh. Connect with me. Ayan.
Ano daw, tsaka
Usap po
ano daw.
Iba ka eh. Next level mo, yung akin, notepad lang yun sa'yo.
Isasaksak ko pa ata ito sa kuryente.
Yun yung umiilaw, di ba? Pang Instagram na pang Instagram. Next level talaga to si Jomarc eh. Pati setup ng camera, grabe. Excellence. Galing.
Yan, hindi naman mic.
Ayan, kay Nelsie, good afternoon. Salamat. Stay with us until the end of the live show, please. Okay, habang naghihintay tayo for the rest, no? I wanted to know, kamusta po kayo since netong pandemic? Isa ba kayo sa niretrench na wala ng work?
Ayan,
Or kayo ba ay may trabaho pa rin po until now? Comment yes if you have a work, and then comment no if, isa po kayo sa mga niretrench at nawala ng trabaho ngayon. I just wanted to know our audience, no, para sa conversation natin mamaya.
Ay, oo, ang dami kong kakilalang nawalan ng work.
Totoo yan, nakakalungkot. Actually, my brother, nawalan din siya ng work eh. Hi Miss Roch. Sorry, nakamute ka po.
Okay na ba?
Yes! Yay! Welcome to the party!
Welcome. Happy Saturday, everybody. Naintriga ako sa mga setup ninyo eh. Kasi si Jomarc ang galing sa video. Ikaw, meron kang pa-condenser mic dyan. Ako, kailangan ko talaga mag-headset talaga.
Tagal na po tong mic na to. Actually, I was planning to do a podcast, pero wala, napupunta tayo sa mga live videos eh. So, I might in the future gayahin to si Idol Jomarc sa kanyang setup.
Yeah. Iba yung face value.
Wow!
Iba pag may face value compared to kapag nag-podcast ka.
Thank you. Ayan.
Alright, 2:02 on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
And then may, Jomarc, hindi ko alam kung nakikita mo, pero si Miss Jeanette nag-a-ask ng question. Ayan.
Hindi ko gets. Ano yung pwede pala mag-plug? Anong plug? Sorry po. Naalala ko tuloy, MTV plug-in sessions eh. Sa plug.
Panahon natin yan, Jomarc eh.
Oo.
Hindi natin alam kung alam ba ng lahat yan.
Have you met in person kayong si Miss Eunice at si Miss Roch?
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Ayan.
This is the first time. So nice to meet you, Eunice. Yun na yata yung cue natin. My name is Roch.
Nice to meet you too. Ayan. Sige. Hindi ako aware sa mga cues natin, ha?
Wala.
Ako.
Ano to, impromptu, ganyan. Si Jomarc last weekend, so nag-join lang ako as a participant. Mamaya, ni-invite na ako as co-host. Sabi ko, naku, hindi pa ako naliligo.
So, nag-join na lang ako. Ready lagi.
Oo, wala. Okay lang. Kaya sabi ko sa kanya, promise next week until, like, every other Saturday, na ako. Ready na ako for the camera.
True.
Tsaka mas authentic daw yung dating pag ano.
Oo.
Mm.
Lalabas yung facial expressions, yung
Agree.
Yan.
Nakikita yung mga raw emotions.
Oo.
Mamaya gawin na nilang meme yung mga mukha natin.
Huwag naman po.
Mabait naman ng mga LinkedIn Filipino users. Ayan. Mabuhay po tayong lahat. Salamat for using the platform. And sa mga nanonood po sa atin sa YouTube, thank you din po. Thank you so much.
Exciting yung topic mo ngayon, Eunice, kasi I've said it. I didn't say it enough, but I think I've said it way too many times, but still not enough.
Mm-hmm. Ako rin naman, nasa progress pa rin naman ako. I think magandang pag-usapan to ngayon. Kasi may mga nababasa ako at nakikita rin mga tao na they don't have any choice but to work kasi nga pandemic, pero na-compromise yung kanilang mental health. So, kasi di ba we're all under pressure, kahit yung mga businesses na yan. So, nagkakaroon ng thinking na, sige, gagawin ko to kasi I don't have any choice. I have bills to pay.
Yes.
Pero no-compromise yung mental health hanggang sa, ayun, breakdown. So, we don't want that. We want to make sure that we take care of ourselves in the workplace. Para we can be at our best, di ba? Kasi kapag di ka at best, hindi ka rin din magko-contribute very well to the company. So, we need to take care of ourselves by saying no.
Oh my God. Alam mo ba? Yes. I mean, alam mo ba, sobrang close to, this topic is very close to my heart kasi since 2018, and I'm so glad I got the invitation to co-host again. So thank you, Jomarc. Kasi I've always been an advocate, or since 2018 kasi I became an advocate of self-love and self-care.
Mm.
Kasi I got to a point in my entire career where I was like, I think I was saying yes so many times to so many people because servant leadership kasi is a tricky game to play. Kasi you have to serve others, but then where do you put your boundary? Where do you put your energy? Where do you invest your energy? And chances are you're investing your energy in a lot of things and in a lot of people who want the best for you, yes, but at the end of the day, masyado kang generous sa time mo and sa energy mo. So at the end of the day, parang, naka 16 hours na pala ako. Nakalimutan ko mag-lunch. and so you forgot to give back to yourself. So this is very close to my heart. So thank you for sharing.
I love that you mentioned servant leadership.
Yeah,
Actually, wala siya sa list ko, pero possibly we can talk about it later. And we can touch base on spreading ourselves too thin. Kasi it's part of the Filipino culture na, we give our best, we make sure everybody's happy, especially to our clients kasi we wanted to give value. And sometimes, yun na nga, nakakalimutan natin, where do we set boundaries? Do I still reply to messages 7 p.m., 9 p.m. my time? Kung di ka naman night shift, please don't. Pero kung night shift ka, please respond, di ba? So, ayan. Sa mga nanonood po sa atin, I want to formally welcome you to our show. Ayan, kasama si Jomarc and si Rog. If you are also this person who struggles to say no, again, I want you to comment. Ironically, comment yes.
Yeah.
If you are struggling to say no, whether it's in the office, in your work, in your relationship, within your family, just comment yes. It's okay, hindi ka namin to-judge. Hindi ka rin to-judge ng mga tao dito sa LinkedIn.
Kasi pinagdaanan na rin namin.
Agree, di ba?
Yes.
Ayan. So, before I tackle 3 things, reason why we say yes all the time. Kasi before natin pag-usapan na sometimes it's okay to say no, pag-usapan muna natin yung yes. I want to ask Jomarc, bakit most of the time, or is there a time in your life na mas nangingibabaw yung pagdedesisyon mo saying yes? Generally to I'm not referring to anything pa.
Tama, parang culture ng Pinoy yan Alam mo yun, just to, para hindi masaktan yung damdamin, sasabihin mo yes. Pero pag patagal ng patagal, Hindi mo nga sinasabi pero your actions are all saying no. Diba? And sometimes it tarnishes a relationship kasi magtataka siya, bakit hindi na ganun, hindi ka na enthusiastic. Tapos mapipilitan ko tuloy sabihin, wala, gusto ko lang pagbigyan ka ayoko ma-hurt. So ayan, may nangyari din sa akin ngayon na ganyan. Kaya ipit na babalikan din ako. Isipin kung paano sasabihin na ayoko na.
Ayan. Siguro sa mga audience natin, meron ka na rin bang pinagbigyan lang? Ayan. So, gina-comment naman kayo kung meron kayong pinagbigyan lang. Going to Roch. Roch, ikaw naman.
May wait lang ha. Kasi that's like 15 years worth of my career.
Wow.
Yeah. And so, again, may pinagbigyan. Kung yun lang talaga yung question na may pinagbigyan ba, of course. Kasi any type of relationship, even in the workplace, it has to be a give and take. And so, if there are times na ikaw pinagbigyan ka, syempre, ikaw din, may gratitude ka naman na you want to give back as well. The problem is, the more that we give, or not the more, we're not saying that it's bad to give. But what we are saying is you need to put limitations and boundaries around how much you can give in a day. Kasi, like, at the end of the day, I swear, dumadating sa point na I've already gotten through 12 hours worth of either meetings, back-to-back meetings, and deliverables, and coaching sessions. And then dun ko lang malalaman, ba't ako gutom? I forgot to take my lunch pala after 12 hours. And so, you always have to remember and remind yourself, there's so much technology around you to remind yourself to either drink water, to eat your lunch, to give yourself a little bit of a break within the entire day, kasi you can't give what you don't have. And if you don't have enough energy, then how much more energy can you give to people?
At saka most of the time nare-realize lang natin yan kapag nandun na tayo sa verge na our health is at stake. Tsaka mo lang ma-realize na, bakit ko nga ba ginagawa to? Bakit, bakit ba ako nagbibigay ng sobra-sobra, ng higit sa dapat na binibigay ko? Especially for work, di ba? Minsan na messed up natin yung emotion natin sa trabaho. We become emotionally attached. Ito, isa to sa mga naging early challenges ko nung nag-start akong mag-work in the corporate. Naging emotionally invested din ako. O, di ba? Hindi na sa relationship.
Yes. Lahat. Damay-damay na yan.
I grew up in the church. Like what we do in the church ministry, it's volunteer. When you do something, nandun ako, naka-anchor sa akin, when you do something, you do it for the Lord. So you do it with excellence. Kaso, nung nagtrabaho ko, akala ko, ministry pa rin yung trabaho. So I felt like, parang ang bigat. Alam mo yun, parang, oo, you're earning something, pero parang nagkakaroon ng ang tawag dito, hindi nagiging balance yung mga bagay-bagay. So, before I move on with the reasons why we say yes most of the time, I just want to give a quick introduction. Ako po si Eunice. I work remotely for the past 3 years as a social media marketer, community manager, and a remote work advocate. So, yun po ang aking ginagawa. Nakatutuwa ko kasi I became connected with Jomarc through my very good friend kay Jen Kahukom, ayun, na kasama din natin sa industriya. So I've been advocating to Filipinos na magkaroon ng option working from home. It's a career, it's a sustainable career na you can take, and it can actually liberate you from the normal 9-to-5 work. You can have your own passion project, your business on the side, other business than online service, no? So yun po yung ginagawa ko. I have a community on Facebook which directly targets Australian clients because I also believe that sleep is life. So, hindi ko binabago yung natural na natulog ng katawan ko. I work in the morning, maximum na mag-work ako in 8 in the evening, no? So, bakit ito yung topic na sinubmit ko kay Jomarc? Nakakatawa kasi alam nyo po, bago kami mag bago kami mag-chat ni Jomarc, sabi niya sa akin, "Eunice, wala ka bang topic?" And that was Monday ba?
Oo.
Monday pa. So, ako naman, initially po, ang topic talaga that I'm about to discuss, Roch, then, is working from home. Pero my heart tells me na kailangan kong ikwento tong storya na to. That we sometimes it's okay to say no. And may kinalaman po ito, of course, sa trabaho. Okay, so enough of the introduction. Let's get to the pointers. Una, tayong mga Pilipino, we're people pleaser. Ayaw natin alam mo yun, ayaw natin nagno-no tayo kasi natatakot tayo sa sasabihin ng ibang tao. Diba? Iniisip natin yung mga iniisip nila tungkol sa atin. We live in a world whereas malakas yung pag-validate ng mga tao. We live in a world na YouTubers wanted to be liked, wanted to be followed, wanted to be put into a pedestal. So, dahil doon, nahihiya tayong i-express yung totoong nararamdaman natin. If you feel like saying no, it's okay to say no. Pero mamaya natin pag-usapan kung paano mo gagawin yun. So, una, yun, people pleasing. Ayan, sige Roch, magtatanong ako ulit. Parang
Sige,
hindi lang
sige.
ako nagsasalita dito.
Sige, go. Gusto ko yan.
Ano na yung worst case scenario na nag-please ka ng tao? Na medyo talagang tumatak sa'yo because you pleased someone and hindi ka naging masaya sa pag-please mo sa kanya or sa kanila.
I don't think it was just one person, but let me share my story. I think the one indicator na sobrang mapagbigay ako sa energy ko and that I did not give back to myself was after I got my results for my executive checkup in January 2019. And so in the organization that I was with, kasi we drafted our own scorecards for approval. And so one part of our scorecard were our health activities, health goals for the entire year. So I said, I can't just put down any like weight loss or just throw in any number without knowing exactly what my body chemistry was. And so I went to the hospital right in front of our office. Nagpa-executive checkup ako for an entire day. And then I got the results after, I think, close to 1 week after that, I think. And then that's when I found out that apparently all throughout the years and stress eating ako because there was just so much going on, I discovered that I had type 2 diabetes. And so that's when I found out when I had type 2 diabetes. Yun na yung naging stoplight ko. As in literally in my mind, I said, all of the years that I just was not taking, I chose not to take care of myself because I was taking care of so many other people, both in the family and also at work. That's what I accumulated for myself. So katawan ko na mismo nagsabi ng wait lang, you need to stop just a little bit. And so that was the time when I started. So in 2000, I was talking about being an advocate for self-love and self-care in 2018. That was a different perspective. Ang perspective ko nun was where my energy was going. But in 2019, ang naging focus ko na, dinagdag ko dun, was giving back to the body that was giving off all of this energy. And so I think that was the time na realize ko, okay, I think I'm giving way too much of myself, mind, body, and spirit to everybody else and to everything else that I'm doing. And everybody knows kasi at work na I work really hard and I'm very passionate about what I do. But the problem was I wasn't giving back to myself at all. As in, yun yung prime indicator ko na, okay, Roch, stop. Hindi na tama, hindi na healthy itong ginagawa mo. So I hope that answered the question.
And it's good that you are aware when to stop. Kasi madalas yung iba, nagka-crash landing on you.
Yes.
Bago nila malaman na, shucks, kailangan ko palang mag-stop. So, it's good. Paano naman yung I know you have to know it because of the health issue. Like, anong indication siguro yung pwede nating ibahagi sa mga tao na you have to stop? Ako, I would say if you are having anxiety and you have less sleep at night, it's an indication na, you have to slow down.
I think so those are the reason why I smile is because the indications are fairly obvious, Pero tayo kasi yung tipong dahil mapagbigay tayo
Yan.
yung tipong we sweep it under the rug. And so
Yeah.
it takes an entire village, kung hindi man village, an entire city. It takes an entire city to remind you na pag 4 na oras lang yung tulog mo, medyo indicator na yon. So there are indicators that we usually sweep under the rug, like sleeping for 2 to 3 hours. I know people today na who don't sleep at all. As in, nagme-message sila sa akin kahit anong oras ng araw. And I'm like, do you ever get any sleep? And then the response to me would be, yeah, I do. Mga 2 to 3 hours, okay na ako. And then, syempre, historically, ako parang, baka hindi healthy yan for you parang ganon. And so, things like that. And then another big indicator for me was, yun nga, literally, after siguro mga 8 hours of work back to back. I don't know why, pero that was the only time that I'd go to the restroom. And that was unhealthy for me.
Grabe yun
Oo, grabe talaga. Tapos mapapaisip talaga ako. Sabi ko, ano nangyayari? Anong ginagawa ko sa katawan ko? So, there are so many indicators. It really depends on what your body is telling you. I'm such a huge advocate of it now because my body was the one that had to stop me.
Yeah.
And so I bet that so many of you if you haven't experienced it yet, you are experiencing it now, but you just don't know it. And so you have to put those boundaries around, okay, I need to get a good 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I need to, kapag nagpapalpitate ka, ibig sabihin nun may kakaiba na sa heart mo. Alam mo yun? So there are so many indicators. You just really have to listen very carefully, more to your body and more to what your entire being is telling you versus what any other deadline is telling you, or any other like financial need yon, ganon.
True. How about you, Jomarc? Is there any moment na ayun, na push na yung boundary mo just to please someone or just to please a client? Ayun.
Na push, hindi ko pa masabi, pero malapit na ako magsabi na tama na. Meron akong client na malaking-malaki din na Belgian. Ayun, so may utang na loob kasi ako sa kanya. Siya
Ayan.
yung
Magandang nabanggit mo yan.
debt of gratitude again. Kaya mahahaba talaga 'to topic natin. Kaya so we're losing money out of na dahil pinagbigyan siya sa kanyang kagustuhan. So
Ayan.
nag-iisip pa ako kung paano ko sasabihin ng say no. Sana i-discuss din natin kung paano
at least simple
na,
way.
diba?
Oo. Pero I like that you mentioned utang na loob kasi isa din 'yan sa mga factors and culturally inclined sa atin why we always say yes kasi may utang na loob ka dun sa tao and this utang na loob never naman nabayaran. Parang it's a mindset Parang dahil parang sa pamilya, 'di ba? You never stop helping because yun, utang na loob mo sa kanila. That's why there's a family toxic culture na kahit na humiwalay na or nagpamilya na yung isang anak, kailangan pa rin, alam mo yun, may utang na loob ka sa parents mo or ayun, parang I know hati yung mga tao dito tungkol sa issue of helping parents. We're not gonna talk about it. Pero, ayun nga, kapag ka nandun ka sa point na you wanted to please your parents, tas hindi naman kayo financially stable mag-asawa or you're going through hard times right now, just to please them, you have to give. Di nag-away kayong mag-asawa. So, diba? So it's toxic. Alright. So that's what? Pleasing people. Why we say yes is because we wanted to please people. Because we wanted to be likable. Ayaw natin ng kaaway. Ayaw natin ng argument. Diba? Parang just because you wanted to be a peacemaker, tumatalon ka na or diba? Umalis ka
na.
Oo, pero the truth is, arguments are healthy. Kapag pinag-usapan nyo ng maayos yan within the family, within work, maayos yan. Ayan. Pag-usapan natin later. Dami kong pag-uusapan later. Sana hindi ko nami-miss. Okay, so that's number one. We wanted to please people. Pangalawa, we don't want to disappoint. Ayan. So masyado mahaba yung disappoint. So sad face na lang. We don't want to disappoint people. Tayong mga Pilipino, ayaw natin yan. Ayaw natin nakakasakit ng damdamin. Ayaw natin ng ang tawag dito, nakaka-offend ng client. Akala natin ma-offend yung client, but the truth is, okay lang. Okay lang sa kliyente sabihin mo ng pangit ng idea mo. Let's have a twist, 'di ba? It nakakatawa kasi natutunan ko lang din tong mga to. Nung nag-start ako mag-work from home. Nung nag-start ako mag-representa ng sarili ko. Kasi pag hindi ko 'yan sinabi, ako rin yung mahihirapan. So, ayun. Kayo ba? Sa mga audience natin, was there any memories you had na disappoint mo yung siguro yung boss mo, na disappoint mo yung katrabaho mo kasi di mo pinagtimpla ng kape, or hindi mo sinabihan ng hello, ng good morning, or hindi mo inasikaso yung pinapasa sa iyo na report, 'di ba? We don't want to disappoint. Nung nasa office ako, may isa akong story. Kasi 21 years old, I'm already handling a team. So maaga akong na-expose sa mga tao. Well, kasi startup yung company, and maaga ako nag-umpisa doon sa pinaka-head ng project. And nag-start ako from bottom as a project researcher, tapos hanggang sa nag-manage ako ng team kasi alam ko na yung ins and out ng project. Akala niya, ready na ako to manage people. Iba pala yung knowledge doon sa projects, sa knowledge na meron ka dapat in handling people. And so I failed. I failed managing 11 people, and it was very disappointing because I have to dissolve the team and give way sa team sa ibang bansa. It was one of the most remarkable na I would say na nag-fail, pero sobrang dami kong takeaways from that experience. So sobrang bakit siya naging very memorable sa akin? Kasi I have to fire them, and knowing that they have a family. Ang sakit-sakit nun isipin, no? Noong mga panahon na yun, sobrang, hanggang ngayon naman, no? Pag nagpa-fire ka ng tao, and alam mo yung trabaho na yun gives food at the table, ang hirap mag-fire. So, that time I was asking for HR to help me, pero they're not really hindi sila ganon naging ka-supportive. I really have to face people and to tell them na we have to let them go. So isa sa mga disappointments ko yun. I don't want to disappoint them eh. Naghahanap pa ako ng flowery words, ng words of encouragement. Yan, just to save the awkward situation, saying na wala ka na pong trabaho bukas. So it was very disappointing. At ayoko nun. Ayoko sa ganong sitwasyon. How about you, Jomarc and Roch? May ganun ba kayong moment na you don't want to disappoint people, or a story that would say na para di lang ako yung awkward na nag-share ng mga disappointing stories?
Ikaw, Jomarc. You first.
Wala. Yun pa rin yung kanina. So, yun ang iniisip ko talaga ngayon. Totoo yun, mahirap nakakalungkot. Mahirap magtanggal ng tao. Kami din kasi ay nasa training. So, alam niyo naman, walang in-person ngayon. Mababa lahat. Kaya, hirap na hirap ako mag-isip. At naiisip ko lagi na konsensya ako. Napakasakit sa damdamin.
So, I think mine, along the same lines, the first time that I ever had to let go of somebody was when I was a first-time trainer. This was in 2006 pa. And so, syempre, yes, at the back of your mind, I'm letting go of this person. This is part of my job, but I know that this person needs this job. Mm-hmm. And I know that I'm not just, and to me, kasi every time that you talk to one person, it's never just about that one person. It's also about what the impact of your action is towards that person and everybody else that person is supporting. So, syempre, yung family niya. So, yun yung pumapasok lagi sa isip ko. And it's very difficult. But I think, so that was just one scenario. But as you get the hang of it, you come to understand the kind of language that you need to speak with that person. Kasi, and maybe I'm just jumping the gun, pero maybe pag-usapan natin later. Yun lang yung mga naging disappointments ko whenever I think I failed as a trainer, as a mentor, as a leader, and I needed to let go of somebody, and that someone actually supports an entire family, or you know that it's their bread and butter. But again, it after maybe some years or maybe a few years, magigets mo kung ano yung language na kakailanganin mo to equip yourself, to make sure na that next step for that person is better for them. Maybe not in this scenario, but maybe they could be even better in a different scenario.
No, that's very well said. All right. So para sa mga nanonood sa atin, no, we don't want we say yes because we don't want to disappoint. That's the second point. The third, but before I go to the third point, when we really say yes, no, sa mga just because we're afraid na madi-disappoint natin sila, bear this in mind that even if you say no, those di lang to sa work ha, pati sa personal mong buhay, even if you say no and these people really loves you and they matter to you, they will accept you. Tatanggapin ka nila. They will understand na they will understand that you're only doing your job. It's nothing personal. Tayo lang kasi yung small chatterbox sa utak natin nagsasabi na sinusumpa ka na ng mga taong yan. No, parang binuburn na nila yung pangalan mo. But the truth is, it's only part of the work. Di ba? You can still help them after work, perhaps, like recommend them to a job, to a new workplace. So ayun, may matutulong ka pa rin at the end of it. It's okay. Ayan. Ay, may comment si Jen. Sometimes let's read it. Sometimes the best way to help is to say no. I love that, especially if it means growth for someone, so that they may be able to stand on their own and not depend on others their entire life. Tough love, no? Ako natutuwa ako kasi after we part ways nung team na yon, they flourished. Ang galing ng mga narating nila, ang galing ng mga bagong kumpanya na pagtrabahuhan nila. It really opened a greater door for their career. So sometimes, 'di ba, yung mga bagay na yan nagli-lead into something beautiful. All right. So third point, why we say yes. Kunin ko lang yung aking sticky notes. Ayoko sa presentation. Sorry na, guys. So, the third point is, eto na, we say yes most of the time is because we feel guilty saying no. Ayan, let's talk about your guilt feelings. No, pag naghingi yung nanay mo or tatay mo ng ganito, when you say no, baka guilty ka pa kasi nung bata ka binigyan ka nila ng ganito, ng ganyan. Or maybe you feel you are guilty kapag you said no to your partner, no, because you wanted nga to please them pero you say no because no way. 'Di ba? Now sorry, nawala yung notes ko. Wala ako dun. Alright. Nawala yung notes ko. Sorry. Ayan.
Sorry.
Sige, magkita muna tayo ng comments, guys. Hanapin ko.
Kay Miss Janet lang na real, ito sa akin, okay to. Yan. Ako pag sinasabihan ako ng no, ayan, totoo naman yan, lalo kong na-i-inspire. Yan. Pag sinasabihan ako ng no, kaya
parang fire sa sa'yo, no? To keep going. Oo.
Pag nagdamot ka sa akin, mas lalo kong aalamin yan. Mas lalo kong panggigigilan yan dahil pinagdamot mo sa akin.
Ayan. Maganda rin itong sinabi ni Apollo. It's all about perspective. Firing someone isn't necessarily negative. That's true. Totoo naman. We go through process talaga when we fire someone in the office. May due process talaga tayo. I think it takes maturity din kasi to do such action, lalo na siguro sa HR. Well, I'm not really part of HR, part ako ng operations. Part ako ng mga taong magde-decide to fire the person. So, having said that, I was 21. I'm not really emotionally prepared for it. So, kaya ganun yung nangyari sa aking story. So yun, nahanap ko na yung notes ko. So ayun nga, I mentioned that we feel guilty kapag nagdo-no tayo. Just bear in mind na when we say no, it will not immediately ruin or magfo-fall apart yung mundo ng taong pinag-say no-an natin. Okay lang yun. Hindi naman nagre-revolve yung mundo sa atin na as if our yes is very, relevant as of the moment. Laging may mahanap silang tao na makakatulong sa kanila. Lalo if we're not the best person, 'di ba? Don't feel guilty saying no. And dahil pinag-usapan natin ng guilt is an emotion. And sometimes, kaya nafe-feel natin na we feel guilty. We think that it's not morally right to say no. Parang kasi dahil nga hindi siya naka-engrave sa atin, nag-a-apologize tayo when we say no. Do you apologize when you say no, Roch?
No.
Sorry, hindi ako makapunta sa kasal mo. Sorry, I'm busy. I cannot go to the dinner party.
I think out of habit I say no, but I say sorry. But if I really can't because I had prior commitment or a prior engagement, it just prioritization lang.
That's right. I like that you said yung habit. Kasi may habit talaga tayong Pilipino to say, ay, sorry. Kahit wala ka dapat ihingi ng sorry. We become sorry just because we say no. And so ito na yung story ko. Recently, nung nagkaroon ng pandemic, mas nag-hustle kasi ako to find other clients kasi nga while everybody is scrambling, I tried to work on my offer. And it works. Sobrang daming leads na dumating. However, I was not prepared for it. No? Parang sobrang excited lang talaga ako na the clients are coming in. Eventually, I have to say no. Especially to beautiful offers. Kapag may mga magagandang bagay sa harapan natin, napakadaling magsabi ng yes. Good offer, good clients, good benefits, maybe a good-looking man or a good-looking girl in front of us, we immediately say yes. But it takes maturity and it takes self-awareness when to say no to these beautiful things. Because when we say no to something generally beautiful, aware tayo kung saan natin gustong pumunta at saan natin gusto dalhin yung buhay natin in the next coming days, weeks, months, years. Recently, may mga bagong clients na dumating and I have to say no. I only said yes to a client na, alam mo yun, nag-compromise din ako, pero hindi siya to the point na magiging at stake lalo yung aking oras, yung personal time ko. So, I said no, nung una nahihirapan pa ako eh. Kasi parang, shucks, ang ganda ng client na to, premium client na siya. Parang, money to. So, maraming mga nag-work from home or self-service providers na sugod lang ng sugod. And yung mga na-engganyo to work from home, may ganun silang tendency. Nasusugod lang sila ng susugod tapos hindi na ang tawag dito, na-deliver ng maayos yung resulta or yung requirement ng kliyente. So, for you not to fall into that, you have to really step back. Like, say na, let me get back to you, balikan kita. I remember tawagan ako ni Jomarc. Nag-work ako noon. Sabi ko sa kanya, balikan kita. Either tonight or kinabukasan. So, you cannot, it's one simple way of practicing na not saying yes immediately. Kasi pag ganun yung tendency mo na parang eto siya, tas eto, parang reactive ka instead of responsive, no? Na pinag-iisipan mo yung bagay-bagay. Once na may dumating, magre-react ka agad. Ang tendency nun, you spread yourself too thin, tas matutulala ka na lang one day. Anong pinaggagawa ko sa buhay ko?
So, Eunice, just to share as well, I'm going back siguro mga 2 webinars ago, Jomarc, when Mitzi gave her webinar, and the one thing that I was reminded of when we were talking with her was she had so many good projects because she also works from home. She's a freelance worker. She raises 3 boys on her own. And the one of the major takeaways that I got from it as a reminder to myself was, although ang dami niyang nakapilang clients, she was saying no to a couple of them only because their schedules did not complement her priority, and her priority at that time was to be a mom to her 3 boys.
Right.
And so she had to wear so many hats. She had to pick up the boys, she had to help them study, and so on. And if any of those projects interfered with that priority, then she would say no. And so I think what would keep you anchored is your mission. You have to have a personal mission. You have to make sure that you think about what your priority is, so that everything around it and everybody around it will support that mission. Kasi if you lose sight of your mission, if you lose sight of your priority, mahihirapan ka eh. Doon ka na mauubusan.
Oo. Lalo na kapag magaganda yung mga, alam mo yun, dumadating sa yung project, and it might, pull you away from what you are really aiming for.
Yes.
Like, for example, recently, apart from the new, mga magagandang clients na hello, love, goodbye ang dating namin. may opportunity then for me to teach online to a college, no? So parang ako, sobrang gustong-gusto kasing nagtuturo, but I have to step back. And tinanong ko muna yung fiancé ko, tinanong ko rin yung sarili ko, is this really something na, of course, I want to do it, pero in line ba to sa mga gusto kong mangyari in the next coming years? And my answer is no. Hindi siya, it's actually good. It's actually a beautiful plan or pathway, pero hindi kasi ako papunta sa academe. And hindi ko din nakita yung sarili ko na 100% magiging committed into that path. So, if you guys can practice self-awareness before you say yes or you say no, generally, before you decide, you have to step back, think about it, talk to someone, ask their opinion, weigh things. Kasi kapag sobrang aggressive tayo sa mga dumadating sa paligid natin, alam mo yun, we might lose ourselves in the process. So, ayun, ganun siya. For me, from my experience, and I think it can resonate to anyone na might be nagkakaroon ng ganung experience. Ayan, sabi ni Janet, saying yes all the time as well could lead to setting incorrect expectations. That's right. Kasi sometimes, we say yes, tas hindi naman pala tayo 100% committed, tapos nadedehado din yung buong project, naka-compromise. So, kahit na ayaw mong mag-disappoint nung una, naka-disappoint ka pa rin by the end of it kasi hindi ka naka-deliver. So, naka-disappoint ka pa rin. Yun yung punto. Nung una yung maka-disappoint, but it happened, diba? So, ayun.
Mapaisip. Parang ako nasasaktan sa ano na to.
May hugot ka ba, Jomarc?
Yan lahat ng mangyayari. Nakikita ko na eh. Hindi maganda yung mangyayari.
Ayun.
Sige
So,
pa, sige
ayun.
pa.
Sige pa. Buhusan pa natin ng asin yan. Oh, ayan. So, ayun guys. Now, how do we say no? How do we generally say no to bigger decision, even to smaller ones? Ako, ang personal takeaway ko is that you pause. That's why kanina ko binanggit ko yung you step back and just say na let me get back to you. Pag-isipan mo muna. You talk to people who matters to you, no, para makatulong sila sa decision making process. And then to say no, sometimes kailangan mong magkaroon ng refreshing mind, no, na parang hindi ka dapat maka-feel ng guilt kapag nagno-no ka. Kasi you're setting your priorities straight. It will help you have a better sleep time, better days ahead. Kasi one day magpapasalamat ka sa sarili mo kasi you say no to this. And siguro pinanggagalingan ko na lang din yung mga naro-romanticize kasi like kapag pag may opportunity na dumating tapos na miss mo yon, parang 'di ba you really feel bad. Madaming quotes yung ganyan na parang na-miss mo yung opportunity, sayang, 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 you will regret it later. The truth is, depende sa tao. And I hope na wag kang mag-regret pag nag-no ka. Wag kang mag-regret. Kasi, tayong mga tao, lagi nating, fan tayo ng mga Pinoy ng what ifs Kaya may mga pelikulang ganyan Hilig natin, ang likot ng utak natin, lalo na tayong mga babae. What if ito yung ginawa ko 3 years ago? What if ito yung
I think it's applicable naman to everybody. Marami naman tayong mga what ifs.
diba? Parang I'm just particularly sa babae kasi we are very emotionally driven by nature, mas emotional tayo. Pero I'm saying na hindi naman tayo we can be logical just to be balanced. Ayun, we have what ifs in life kaya parang most of the time we regret sa mga decision natin. But stand on your ground. When you say no, just say no and you have to practice it. Sabi nga kanina dun sa comment, 'di ba? Parang saying yes all the time can also lead to setting incorrect. Sorry, hindi pala yan. May binanggit kanina Ayun yung growth. Kasi when you say no, maybe one day you'll thank yourself kasi nag-no ka. 'Di ba? And it lead you to a better path. Parang dahil nag-no ka sa opportunity na to, nandito ka ngayon. Siguro kung nag-yes ako sa mga job offer sa akin, ito pala, ma-share ko lang. So, nung nag-work from home ako, hindi pa ako all out Kasi part-time lang ako noon. Tapos, I'm just testing the water. Kasi, ang thinking ko pa, ang success, mangyayari sa corporate. I want that freaking corporate ladder. I wanna sit on the throne. Di ba? Pero nung, di ba? Parang hungry sa power, hungry sa position. But then, nung nag-work from home ako, and I have to, nagkaroon ako ng oras to really think about what I really wanted to do and kung anong magbibigay sa akin ng peace. It was a 7-month of adjustment. 7 months para mag-isip if I wanted to push this or not. Or mag-abroad na lang ako after this. It was just beautiful kasi nag-tick talaga siya dun sa 7th month. And then I received the biggest offer na na-receive ko from a corporate. And nung pinasa na sa akin yung contractor review, I realized at that point na I have to say no. I wanna indulge myself more in working from home. And true enough, dahil nag-no ako doon, that time, nung moment na yun, guys, sometimes when you're in the moment deciding or saying no, magkakaroon ka pa rin ng parang nagpo-pull back ka pa rin. So, nag-yes ako, sayang yun, ganun. Mga ganong chatter sa utak natin. But then, tinayuan ko yung ground ko, I said no. And few weeks later, when 2018 started, ayun na, nag-start na yung breakthrough na pinagpe-pray ko, nag-start na yung mga bagay na I never thought na ma-involve ako sa community. I never thought na makakapag-push through ako ng isang remote work event, yung nakikita nyo sa LinkedIn ko. So, napakaganda ng binuksan na door sa akin nung no na yon. That right now I'm still enjoying the benefits and the fruit of it. So, ayun. May question tayo from Apollo.
Ay.
And is this a cultural problem? Are we, as Filipinos, that are afraid of looking bad? Maybe that's the root cause. I would say yes. Yes yan. Kahit may libro ni sino ba to? Yung Rise of the Pinoy. Si Mike Grogan, so he's an Irishman. I met him kasi I we invited him sa Working Remote Conference. And he have a book na Managing Filipinos. So, nabanggit dun dyan na, na tayo ay laging nag-yes. Like, di ba, yes ma'am, yes sir, ganyan. So, dahil naka-yes ma'am at yes sir tayo, madalas nabubulilyaso yung trabaho. Kaya, ayun, he encouraged na you speak your mind, you say no to things na hindi mo naman talaga kayang gawin, or maybe hindi ka pa readyng gawin, no? I think it's a cultural problem. Pero hindi ako sure kung anong root cause, kung dahil sa colonial mentality natin. Hindi ko sure. Yan yung hindi ko alam. Kaya ba, may thoughts ba kayo doon, Roch?
I think-
let me get back ha, mag-charge lang ako.
Sure.
Pero, ayun, just go.
I think it's a result of, so I'll provide a different perspective, but just to touch a little bit on whether or not if it is a cultural problem, I think it could be, and I'm not an expert, but it could be a result of hundreds of years of being colonized by so many different countries. I remember my grandfather always talking about the many like songs that they had to sing in school. He was born in the 1930s kasi. And so he was able to he lived through the Japanese occupation and so on and so forth. And so what I got out of his entire story was he was very confused about, you know, what song to sing at one time and who to please and what and who to say yes to and so on and so forth. But I think it could be a result. We could be saying yes. We could be, and I'm saying could because I don't think it's a general. I don't think it's generalizing everybody. I think it could, just to provide a different perspective, it could be rooted in us not us having the fear of rejection, and that's not embedded in any culture. I don't think so. I think as a human being, we all probably just a little bit or at some degree or at some level fear rejection. And that's the reason why we say yes a lot of times. And that's also probably the reason why Jomarc right now doesn't know how to say no. Kasi chances are we don't want to miss out. May FOMO may fear of missing out on any of the opportunities that might come our way if we say no to just this one. So it could, just to answer the question, and again, I'm not an expert, but it could be a result of it. But again, it could also be deeply rooted in just the human DNA of feeling that we have that fear of rejection.
Agree. Totally agree with that. Di natin na-touch kanina yung rejection, but it's probably kasi nga we wanted to please diba? So that's why we are very in line sa pagsasabi ng yes. Again,
It's either we want to please or baka kasi may mami-miss out tayo na ibang, baka mamaya pag nag-no ako dito, hindi na ako bibigyan ng ibang project in the future.
Or maybe fire ka, di ba? Parang sa boss ko kasi baka i-fire ka nito. Or tawagan yung HR kasi disrespectful ka or what. But the truth is you're only speaking your mind and you have to contribute Importante ka rin kasi part ka ng team. So okay lang, sabihin mo lang yan, boy. Pero in a nice way.
And that's why it's so important na saying no is not necessarily bad as long as you're honest, as long as you're being transparent with why you're saying no. Kasi kung let's say for example in your case Jomarc na feel mo na medyo ang bigat na, there's just so much on your plate. The reason why you probably would want to say no is because you want to make sure that you give them your best in that project. And if you say yes right now, you might come out, the product that you create might be half baked yon, and that's what you don't want to deliver. Baka ganon. Yon.
Agree. So, ayan, mayroon pa tayong comment kay Cristel. No is a boundary. It's good to set boundaries. I agree with you, Cristel. Speaking of boundaries, no, nung kwento ulit, kwento session talaga to. Kwento ulit, nung may mga chance, I think February was the time na meron akong side client doon. Di ako nag-set ng boundaries. So, kahit na outside the working hours, sumasagot ako. So, hindi siya naging healthy. At ang pinakadelikado, yung magsasabi ka ng mahabang message because you are rejecting na or ayaw mo na nung work, you're speaking out of your emotion. So maganda when you are on the verge of you wanted to let go of this project or you want to let go of the client, it's best na you take a break muna, calm yourself, and then tsaka ka mag-message in a logical way. Kasi we don't want to burst our emotion, no, towards those people. Kasi at the end of the day, it's work. You have to be professional. Kaya yun, it's good to have boundaries. Isa yan sa mga lesson learned ko this year. Dami ko talagang kapalpakan sa buhay.
No, but I mean, kapalpakan is not even negative for me, ha?
Agree.
Kasi when you fail, it's just your research, eh. When every time that you fail at something, it's just your research towards whatever successful path it should be leading you to. We have a really good conversation going on in the
Gusto ko yung tanong ni Apollo, eh. Gusto ko yung follow-up niya.
Ako din eh.
Let's flash that sa screen, please.
Ayan.
Ayan. So maybe part of it is because of the cultural reactions to someone who says no. Example, I know you have 500 and I need to borrow 300 from you and you say no, then I judge your talk behind your back. It's true, daming ganyang kwento sa sa peso sense. Yung ikaw na yung ikaw na yung nanghira. Ikaw yung ikaw yung nanghihira. Ikaw pa tong magsasalita ng masama towards dun sa hiraman mo. Basta perang usapan. May mga ganyan talaga tayong mga issues.
But I think generally what Apollo is trying to say is yung part of our culture na kapag humindi tayo, pag humindi tayo, tapos yung taong kausap natin, alam niya na kaya mo eh. Or may perception siya na kaya mo. Pag-uusapan ka behind your back. Probably. That's a huge factor too. And I think one of the ways that I kind of countered that, kasi ako dati naging people pleaser din ako eh. And so I was very careful about people disliking whatever decisions I made and then talking behind my back. Na sobrang parang feeling ko na-invalidate yung pag-no ko. And so I feel bad about myself. The thing is, you're going to have to get to a part in your life, or you're probably going to reach a part of your life or in your career where you're going to learn na you can't please everybody talaga. Na people are going to keep talking. And so if your intentions are true, if your intentions are good, then you just keep doing it. If you really can't say no because limited ka talaga, and that's within your own boundaries, I think you're right naman to say no.
Yeah. And it's okay kung I mean it's not okay people talking behind your back, pero try not to control things that are beyond your control. So parang it's their problem kapag nag-talk sila ng ganyan. You have to protect your peace of mind. Kasi kapag lahat na lang ng sinasabi ng tao towards us, may paki tayo. It's also parang not setting boundaries in your emotional and mental state. You have to choose your inner circle. Ito natutunan ko to sa mentor ko. Like in our personal lives daw, we have wala akong illustration eh. So parang we have a big circle na parang everyone, katrabaho mo, colleagues, 'di ba, mga kakakilala mo lang. Sila lang doon sa outer circle mo. Then you have your inner circle, your family, your closest friends. And then inside the inner circle, you have your private room. Your private room is like very selected lang. It could be your spouse. It could be your partner in life. Na kayo lang. And then in that inner room, meron ka pang private room na it's only you and perhaps the Lord na kayo lang yung nakaalam. So maganda na nagsaset ka ng mga taon, lalo na yung mga bubbling taong kagaya ko na sobrang okay, welcome to my life. welcome to Eunice world. Parang very open ka sa lahat. I learned this nung I think last year natutunan ko siya na iset lang kung sino yung okay hanggang dito ka lang muna. Hindi ka pa pwedeng makarating doon sa next sa next level ng pagkakilala sa akin kasi when we do live, for example, 'di ba, ito Jomarc, kapag we are in the public eyes, we also need to set boundaries kung ano lang yung mga gusto nating ipakita online. Kasi nung nag-start akong tumulong sa community, servant leadership, tumutulong ka sa community because it's your advocacy to help other Filipinos find better working opportunities through working from home. They thought they owned my time. Like messaging me during late hours, minsan madaling araw pa. And sila yung may mga ganun akong message na na-receive dati. Nagagalit sila bigla na ako pag-reply. And noong una, naapektuhan ako kasi parang hala, ba't siya nagagalit? Ganyan. Kailangan kong gawin to, kailangan kong gawin yan. But then I learned na, I have to set boundaries. Kailangan kong malaman na tong taong to ay hanggang dito lang sa circle na to. And I'm not gonna devote my whole energy, my whole strength to this person. Hanggang dito lang ako. That's why when people ask me, Eunice, bakit di ka pa mag-launch ng coaching class for working from home or as a social media marketer? Tell them, wala kasi akong tiyaga mag-coach. Totoo, wala akong tiyaga na mag one-on-one, then you're gonna pay me. Tapos kailangan ko talagang, alam mo yun, i-push na may maging result ka once you enroll to my class. So ayoko talaga ng ganung setup. That's why I tell them, go to this coach kasi mas matutulungan ka nila. Kumbaga ako, this is only, hanggang dito lang yung help na kaya kong ibigay. Gamitin mo yon, try mo, pag di nag-work, look for somebody else. Kasi pagka feeling natin we are the savior, we are the superhero, baka doon tayo madali. Baka doon tayo mahirapan. Makita mo na lang yung sarili mo na ayoko nang gawin to. Parang ma-hurt ka na rin ng mga tao. Na-hurt mo na rin yung sarili mo. So, ayun.
I think a good way of summarizing what you just said, Eunice, is a phrase that I got from a book called Extreme Ownership. And it was a one-liner na sobrang tumatak sa akin. And it goes by, you become what you tolerate. And so if you tolerate everything, meaning if you say yes to everything, that means that you did that yourself. And so you want that because that's the energy that you welcomed. And so you become that toxicity that you actually welcomed. And if you don't want it, then you have to put your guards up. And that could probably be aligned with what Jeanette was saying in the comment, where she said perhaps we also need to remind ourselves about the difference between hustle and alignment. Agreed. So we know whether to say yes or no to an offer, which is true. Kasi you need to find out what your true passion and your mission is. What is your mission? And when you find out what your mission is, then chances are everything will fall into place, and money will become a consequence more than just the need for it. I've talked with so many people na they leave whatever their jobs were because they didn't feel alive in that job. And so because they didn't feel alive, it didn't bring them all of the monetary, it didn't bring them any more money because they just didn't give their all into that job. And so if you do something that you absolutely love, it doesn't become a job at all. And people will see you shine. And so you say yes to the things, you say yes to the jobs, to the projects that make you feel alive, that help you shine, so that it brings the money to you versus you chasing after the money.
Agree. Totally. Because you said that, nalala ko yung sinabi Jomarc kanina. Sabi niya, passion na tong ginagawa niya tong LinkedIn Meet PH.
Yeah.
So I think Jomarc, that's a good perspective yung sinabi ni Roch na ayun. Sagot yun sa tanong mo kanina. Ba't mo ginagawa itong LinkedIn Live?
I think si Jomarc kasi is anchored on his mission. His mission is to be a blessing to others. And so he does this pro bono. He doesn't, yeah, like, he invests his time for other people just to
Yeah.
make sure that he provides those blessings to others.
Agree.
Yun.
Ayan. So, I think we really had a really great conversation, everyone. So, ayun, just to wrap it up, we discussed why we say yes. Hindi ko alam kung may show notes tayo at the end of this. Pero, ayun, I really hope you guys learned a lot from this conversation. Thank you so much, Jomarc and Roch, for contributing as well, at hindi ako naging awkward dito sa ating sa ating LinkedIn live.
You did
And sa mga
absolutely
nanood
fine.
sa atin at nag-contribute din. So, nag-contribute din sa comment section, sa naki-join sa conversation. Thank you so much for your inputs and insights. Ayun. So, just to close this, remember that it's okay to say no. Yun lang yung iwanan ko sa inyo. Very simple. It's okay to say no. Alright. Gotta take care of yourself.
Yes,
Roch,
very
key
true.
takeaways.
My key takeaways, I think it still is that you become what you tolerate, uh, and you need to make sure that you always keep in mind that you can never give away what you don't have. You need to
Agree.
make sure that your cup is overflowing, because you need to fill your own cup. Otherwise, you can't give anything else to everybody else. You need to make sure, because if we, and I wrote about this in one of my articles, but I wrote na, if we scramble, like kanina, Eunice, you scrambled kasi ilang percent na ba yung battery mo sa laptop mo, right? And so,
Yeah.
if you scramble for a charger, if our phones tell us that that the battery is only at 10%, and we panic to look for that charger to charge our phones, why can't we do that for ourselves? And so we absolutely need to do that for ourselves. If we see that the gas tank in our cars are near empty, na alam natin na hindi na siya tatakbo, at tatakbo tayo sa nearest na gas station, then why can't we do that for ourselves? And one habit of taking care of ourselves is actually saying no. And you don't necessarily have to be afraid of saying no, because if you have good intentions behind why you're saying no, then it should come out to be an open and honest conversation more than anything else. And so if you create that boundary around you, then chances are you'll have an even better life, and even better career. Yun.
Solid yun. Sobrang solid yun, guys. Sobrang solid. Totoo naman. Sobrang solid dun.
Kaya gusto natin lagi kasama si Roch eh. Solid
Oo.
lagi.
Taga-summarize.
Oo.
Ikaw, Jomarc, I want to hear your takeaway, since ikaw yung pumasok kanina na ano bang gagawin ko?
Oo nga.
Ako, probably mamayang gabi magbabike ako, mag-iisip-isip. So, nanamnamin ko yan, no? Pero, again, no, thank you, Miss Eunice, Miss Roch. Ako po ay kapareho nyo na lugmok din sa trabaho. And I'm always excited pag 2 p.m. ng Sabado. Parang this is the time na we're in. Chill-chill lang, happy tayo. And then, knowing na sana po, no, nakatulong kami, but just having these conversations, ang sarap po sa puso, nakakatanggal ng stress.
True.
As you know, mamaya magtatrabaho na naman kami. Ayan, ang laking happiness na ayun. At sana nakapagbigay kami ng happiness, enlightenment, and ayun, natuto tayong magsalita ng when it's time to say no.
Yeah,
Say
that's
no.
right.
Ayan.
Just say no. Don't forget.
Thank you so much, sisters.
Thank you guys. Don't forget to connect.
Pag kailangan mo ng tulong pa, Jomarc, mag-message ka lang.
And yan, thank you for both of you, no. Hindi kayo nagsabi na sa akin kahit impromptu lang at mabilis ang busy lang din po, ang daming iniisip, kaya minsan papaano ako, bigla na lang ako na kumokontak sa inyo. Ayun. Maraming ring
Okay lang.
iniisip.
Okay, and
Ayan.
good
Solid.
blessing and
Salamat
thank you
po.
very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
So,
everybody.
Yan, once more po kung may kakilala po pala kayo no na may message din, may advocacy like Miss Eunice, Miss Roch, Miss Jeanette. Open po kami for referrals, or if you feel kayo rin yun, no, you have a message to share na magiging blessing din kayo sa iba. Ayan, so please join us. Ayan, kontakin nyo lang po kami to be our next sharer. Thank you po. Stay
Thank
positive.
you.
Love, love.
Happy
Bye-bye.
weekend. Bye-bye.